Now, imagine the transformation if Malaysia fully adopted and localized these global strategies. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Auni 𝘞𝘪𝘵𝘩𝘺𝘆𝑎𝑏𝑟𝑎𝑘𝑟𝑎𝑚. I'm a second year law student at AIKOL, and today I'm going to be talking about the Coral Triangle. So the Coral Triangle, or also famously known as the Amazon of the Seas, stretches across 6 countries, including Malaysia. And it has this vibrant underwater realm, home to 76% of the world's coral species, and provides a vital lifeline for over 120 million people. Malaysia's reefs, particularly those in Sabah and Sarawak, serve as spectacular hotspots of biodiversity that draw divers from every corner of the globe. However, this beauty is fragile. While these ecosystems fuel essential tourism and fishing industries, they are under immense pressure. Local communities depend heavily on reef fish and tuna, but unsustainable practices like overfishing and the use of indiscriminate nets threaten to deplete stocks beyond recovery. Furthermore, world-class dive sites like the island 𝘒𝘭𝘭𝘪𝘺𝘺, which face the double-edged sword of mass tourism, which brings noise, waste, and physical reef damage from unintentional contact or intentional contact by snorkelers and divers, or even from fishing boats and tourist boats. While Malaysia has established 51 marine protected areas, including the massive 1 million hectare Tun Mustafa Park, consistent enforcement and resource allocation remain significant hurdles. So, to secure its aquatic future, Malaysia can look towards international models of success, starting with the pioneering spirit of New Zealand. New Zealand's conservation strategy is anchored in the Quota Management System, or QMS, which utilizes rigorous scientific data to set strict catch limits, ensuring fish populations remain at sustainable levels. Beyond policy, they have mastered technical innovation through the use of precision seafood harvesting. This involves specialized nets and excluder devices designed to allow non-target species such as seabirds and sea lions to escape unharmed, effectively reducing sea lion bycatch by 80% in certain fisheries. Furthermore, New Zealand integrates indigenous guardianship, where iwi tribes and hapu tribes are legally empowered to manage their local rohe moana, or customary fishing grounds. This community-led approach ensures that conservation is not just a government mandate, but a cultural responsibility, utilizing traditional ecological knowledge to protect kelp forests and seafloor integrity. In the North Pacific, Japan demonstrates a masterclass in blending ancient tradition with high-tech innovation. Their Sato Umi philosophy emphasizes a harmonious relationship between humans and the sea, where managed human intervention actually increases biodiversity. Historically, this is seen in ama diving, where divers collect seafood by hands without breathing apparatus, naturally limiting the harvest to what is sustainable. Today, Japan complements this heritage with advanced satellite monitoring, or VMS, to track fishing fleets in real time, preventing illegal activity in protected zones. They have also implemented a sophisticated eco-labeling system called Marine Eco-Label Japan, which empowers consumers to support sustainable fisheries through their purchasing power. Moreover, Japan invests heavily in artificial reef restoration and seagrass bed creation projects, which utilize engineered structures to provide nurseries for juvenile fish, offset carbon, and rebuild ecosystems that have been degraded by industrialization. Now, imagine the transformation if Malaysia fully adopted and localized these global strategies. The introduction of selective nets and excluder devices could drastically reduce the accidental bycatch of Malaysia's iconic sea turtles and sharks. By implementing a national eco-labeling program, both locals and tourists could be guided towards responsibly sourced seafood, turning the market into a force of good. Taking a page from the New Zealand's book, Malaysia could further empower coastal villages through community-based monitoring, allowing those who live closest to the water to act as its primary defenders. We already see the potential for this in 𝘒𝘭𝘭𝘪𝘺 Island. By banning overnight resorts in 2004 and implementing strict daily visitor quotas, Malaysia created a world-renowned model for balancing economic gain with environmental health. So if we did it before, I'm sure we can do better moving forward. Now remember, the Coral Triangle is far more than a biodiversity hotspot. It is a living classroom that teaches us that economic growth and environmental stewardship must go hand in hand. By synthesizing New Zealand's gear innovations and indigenous involvement with Japan's Sato Umi philosophy and satellite surveillance, Malaysia can safeguard its underwater treasures for generations to come. So the next time you dive into the turquoise waters of Sabah or sit down for a seafood dinner in Kuala Lumpur, remember that the choices we make above the waves ultimately decide the future of the vibrant world beneath them. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.